Hey everybody, David Essel here again, talking about another of the series of interviews I want to share with you that I've had a chance to do over the years. We've talked about Deepak Chopra in the past and Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, which was an amazing. If you haven't watched these videos on YouTube, go to Super Slowdown. That's the account on YouTube. Or you can just Google David Essel and they'll all come up on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and put in search my name, David Essel, and you'll find all the videos we've done and all the ones we'll do in the future too. You can even subscribe to the account and have them sent right to your door via the internet. So today I want to talk about Dr. Wayne Dyer. Most of you, billions of people know of Dr. Dyer through PBS. I think that's one of the first ways that a lot of people were introduced to Wayne Dyer. Of course, he's been around a very long time, written some of the most amazing books, continues to produce books. And during the interview, when I was asking him different things about his existence and where he was, he made a statement one time that I just latched onto. And I just found it was unbelievable. We were talking about love. We were talking about relationships. We were talking about, being able to love ourselves and then that reflection, when we can love ourselves, we can share that with other people. But without that ability to love ourselves, it's going to be very difficult to have loving relationships. So we were talking about all these different things, and then he made the statement. He said, David, you always have the choice in loving relationships to be right or to be kind. That stuck with me, and I'll tell you why it stuck with me and why it had such a profound effect, and I hope you'll think about it right now with your relationships. What relationships do you have right now which you have the desire to be right? You have the need to be right. That versus kind is that you're allowing that person to go on their path. Instead of giving them advice and giving them opinions and always telling them, like you should do this and you should do that and you should do this and you should do that. How many different relationships do you have where that maybe silence, kindness would be a better approach than saying, I see you're going off in this pattern again. Now, of course, there's caveats to everything. And if you find someone, a friend of yours, a child, whatever it might be, going down a very perilous path that's going to lead them to incredible trouble, well, of course, you want to say, hey, listen, I've got to talk to you about this. I feel a concern for you. I feel some fear about the path that you're taking, and it's not going to lead you in a good direction. That's how I feel anyway. Can I share my feelings with you? That's one thing. But too often, there's many of us that have a desire to show people how much we know, how intuitive we are, how gifted we are, how smart we are, how intelligent we are, and we need to tell people, especially our partners, exactly what we're feeling. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it hit me because that's a place that I was at that time in my life, and I have to be honest with you, I have to really watch that. I have to watch it in my close, loving, intimate relationships, because if I don't watch it, I have that tendency, especially with the work I do as a motivational speaker and a life and business coach, to give advice. Instead of being kind, I will want to be right. I'm going to be right up front with you. I'll tell you that. That's something I have to work on every day. His statement, Wayne Dyer's statement, was so profound that I've tried to take it with me in my life and also share the teachings that he taught me. Because it sounds so simple. You always have the choice to be right or kind. It sounds so simple. But how many of us would rather be right? How many of us would rather argue? How many of us would rather hold someone in contempt, hold someone apart from us, actually not even knowingly push people away because we have to give them our opinion? It is so important that they know that we're smart, that we know better than they do, etc., etc. I was talking to a client just the other day, and she made that comment. She said, in my relationships, one of the things that I'm really good at is giving people advice. And when they don't follow it, they usually go down the wrong path. And I'm listening to her, and I said, could you please go ahead and share that statement again? She goes, oh, sure. And she was very willing to share it. She goes, most people that I know, my friends and people that I date, if they would just listen to me, they would never run into the problems that they run into. And so as she said it the second time, and then I said, could you please repeat that? About the fourth time she said it, she goes, wow, I sound pretty arrogant, don't I? And there was a huge breakthrough. See, we always have that opportunity to be right or to be kind. We can be right and we can pull someone down with us and get into arguments, disagreements, push people away, or we can be kind. And being kind sometimes is just allowing someone to have their opinion and not even having to respond. Just allowing someone to talk without a rebuttal. Just allowing someone to state what they need to state. Maybe they just want to vent without having to have an answer. I'm going to ask you to look in the different areas of your life and follow Wayne Dyer's advice. Look for opportunities for you to be kind versus right. I'm David Essel. If I can help you in any way on your spiritual path, your business path, your relationship path, your health path, go to talkdavid.com, TALKDavid.com. Check out all the information we have, and I look forward to helping you along your path of being kind versus right. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.